अनराउंडेड वावल जो है ऊ जो कि कैसे डिनोट कर जाला जैसे तोरे मान ला कि आई जो आई जो आवाज है ई कौन माने कि इंग्लिश अल्फाबेट यू से डिनोट कर जाला ई का बन जाता है ई बन जाता है फ्रंट क्लोज अनराउंडेड वावल ई ई ठीक है ई ठीक है तो ई हो जाता था एक का लाई बैक से फ्रंट में आया था एक का जाला ई वाला फ्रंटिंग ठीक है अब ये बताओ कि ऐसा एक टर्म ऑफ फोनोलॉजी में जौन की एनालिटिकल अप्रोच के डिस्क्राइब करेला तो कैसन एनालिटिकल अप्रोच तो ऐसा एनालिटिकल अप्रोच जौन की रिलाई करेला मतलब भरोसा करेला ऑन अनऑब्जर्वेबल एलिमेंट्स सच एज अंडरलाइंग फोर्सेस ठीक है ये का जाला ई कौन टर्म से ई फिनोमेना डिस्क्राइब होला जो डिस्क्राइब करेला एनालिटिकल अप्रोच के व्हिच रिलाइज ऑन अनऑब्जर्वेबल एलिमेंट्स लाइक अंडरलाइंग फोर्सेस व्हाट इज दिस टर्म ये होला एब्स्ट्रैक्ट ऐसा टर्म होला ठीक है एब्स्ट्रैक्ट इज द टर्म in phonology that describes analytical approach which relies on unobservable elements such as underlying forces. Now tell me this, is it correct to say that secondary articulation and co-articulation are the same?
No, that's incorrect. Secondary articulation, like labialization, paraglization, these are the processes of secondary articulation, and co-articulation is entirely different. Co-articulation में भी होगा कि it is influenced by preceding or following sound. This is anticipatory co-articulation, like lip rounding and shoe. These are preservative carryover of progressive co-articulation. तो ये कौन जो लगी co-articulation में types हैं लेकिन co-articulation ऐसा ना कि secondary articulation से synonymous है मतलब same है. अभी बताओ कि tone का होला. What is tone?
तो tone का मतलब ये है कि pitch में जो वेरिएशन होला ठीक है phonemic variation pitch में बेसिकली pitch का होला जो कि ऑडिटरी से एसोसिएटेड है ठीक है ऑडिटरी जो हुए फोनेटिक्स कैसे रिलेटेड है पिच जो सुनाई देवेला तो इंटरप्रेट करेला आदमी ठीक है तो इनमें जो पिच में जो वेरिएशन होता है फोनेमिक वेरिएशंस इन पिच दैट इज टोन नाउ टेल मी दिस assertion is correct. So the history of phonology is largely taken up with the development of ideas concerning phoneme and the subsequent alternative views that reject the concept of phoneme. माने फोनोलॉजी का डेवलपमेंट एक पीरियड है
हाँ ये बात सही है फोनोलॉजी का जो डेवलपमेंट है सही फोनीम के जितनी आइडिया है एक रिपेस इस तरह है आप फोनीम के जो कॉन्सेप्ट रिजेक्ट करें जैसे फोनीम के बहुत कॉन्सेप्ट रिजेक्ट करें जैसे डिस्टिंक्टिव फीचर थियरी होगा तो ये को माने कि फोनीम बने ऐसा कोई चीज होल्ड ना करेगा तो दैट्स वेरी ट्रू द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ history of phonology is taken up with the development of ideas concerning phoneme and the subsequent alternative views that reject the concept of phoneme. That's true. That's why this assertion is correct. So the purpose of phonological component of a generative grammar is to take the output of the syntactic component and to interpret it phonetically. So phonological component of generative grammar का ठीक है एक का पर्पस है तो पर्पस ये करा कि syntactic component के लिए आई के phonetically interpret कर दें एक सही है कि गलत है
या दैट्स ट्रू जो फोनोलॉजिकल कंपोनेंट है जनरेटिव ग्रामर का जो फोनोलॉजिकल कंपोनेंट है इसका का उद्देश्य है पर्पस का है तो फोनोलॉजिकल कंपोनेंट का एक ये उद्देश्य है कि जो सिंटैक्टिक कंपोनेंट है ओके लेयर ओके फोनेटिकली इंटरप्रेट करेगा काम ही करेगा जो फोनोलॉजिकल कंपोनेंट है ओके फोनेटिकली इंटरप्रेट करेगा सिंटैक्टिक कंपोनेंट के फोनेटिकली इंटरप्रेट करेगा ये का पर्पस है अब कंपाउंड फ्रेज जो है कि कंपाउंड होला एक थोड़ा फ्रेज तो ये दोनों कैसे एक दूसरे से अलग है एक का कौन फैक्टर इन्वॉल्व होला जैसे वजह से कि फ्रेज थोड़ी जब कंपाउंड होला ये दोनों चीज अलग होला
But the first thing, a compound can be with or without a head, but a phrase can never be without a head. The second thing, all the phrases are endocentric because they have to have a head. So all the phrases are endocentric. But compounds, they can be endocentric, they can be exocentric, and they can in fact be copulated too. Copulated compounds where both of the words in the compound act as heads. So that's a copulated compound. Now, give me an example of a left-headed endocentric compound. Left-headed endocentric compound.
Notary public. Notary public is a public officer, right? He attests or certifies writing, such as deed, like affidavits. So, these people, so a notary public, under this, notary is the main word. So this is an example of a left-headed endocentric compound. Now tell me if this assertion is correct. So isolating languages are simple as per the internal structure of morphology. Is it correct?
Well, yeah, that's very true. Isolating languages have no morpheme for word ratio. So they have a morpheme for every word. And that is the reason why they are very simple as per their internal structure of morphology is concerned. But tell me if this notation is correct. So there are no bound morphemes in isolating languages, and thus every concept is expressed by a free morpheme. Is it true?
Yes, certainly. There are no bound morphemes. That is to say that every concept is expressed by a free morpheme in isolating languages. Now tell me if this assertion is correct. So by reduplication process, the non-lexical items can be made into lexical items. Is that true?
Yeah, that's very true. That's true. By the reduplication process, the non-lexical items can be made into lexical items. But tell me if this assertion is correct. So expressive often functions as the process of lexicalization. Is it true that expressive functions as lexicalization?
That's true. Expressive often functions as the process of lexicalization. Now, about morphological productivity, right? So tell me about morphological productivity. I mean, in morphological productivity, as you know, the generalization of the affix is made by the number of occurrences in the language.
Yes, that's true. About morphological productivity, then the morpheme, the generalization of an affix is made by the number of occurrences in the language. So morphological productivity, how productive a morpheme is determined by the number of occurrences in the language. That's true. And well, productivity cannot be judged in absolute terms. Rather, it can be
Chomsky has termed productivity as creativity in the literature, along with other linguists, of course. Okay, so that's about morphological productivity. Well, now tell me, what? Give me an example of a pseudo-cleft sentence. What is a pseudo-cleft sentence?
Well, a pseudo-cleft sentence, well, it is basically like a cleft sentence lays more emphasis on something. That is why we use a cleft sentence. Like it was. Who laughed. So John was laughing. To lay more emphasis on the activity that John did, you could rearrange the words and you could say that it was John who laughed. So often pseudo-cleft sentences basically pseudo means false. So pseudo-cleft sentence basically changing the sentence to a what clause. The clause begins with a what clause followed by a form of be, as in what you wanted to buy was a pencil. What we want is money. So that's a pseudo-cleft sentence.
About X bar theory. So,
changing the sentence to a what clause. The clause begins with a what clause followed by a form.
So pseudo-cleft sentence is basically a sentence starting with a what clause and followed by a form of be. For example, what he wanted to buy was a pencil.
Of be, as in what you wanted to buy was a pencil. What we want is money. So that's a pseudo-cleft sentence.
about X bar theory. So, about X bar theory, if you see, so specifier is sister of X, right? And it is sister of X single bar. That's what I said. The specifier is the sister of X single bar and the daughter of X double bar. And maximal projection is the topmost projection in the phrase.
So that's the maximal projection, the space for xp, and that's the maximal projection. It is the topmost projection in the phrasal level. Topmost.
Adjunct is the sister of x single bar and the daughter of x double bar.
Adjunct is the sister of x single bar and the daughter of x double bar.
And complement is the sister of x single bar and the daughter of x double bar. And maximal projection is the topmost projection in the phrase. Adjunct is the sister of x single bar and the daughter of x double bar.
So the adjunct is the daughter of x double bar and the adjunct is the sister of x single bar. This is adjunct, the sister of x single bar and the daughter of x double bar.
And complement is sister of x double bar and daughter of x single bar. Basically, this is
Yes, your doubt is correct and your statement is incorrect. Complement indeed is the sister relationship with the head of the phrase
Head.
under the X bar diagram. So
This is the head, and the complement is a sister of the head. It could be, the complement could be a daughter of x single bar.
it is incorrect, as you rightly pointed out. It is incorrect to say that complement is the sister of X double bar and the daughter of X single bar. That's completely a stupid X bar diagram. It will get you 0 marks in the examination if you say it so. Now about our expression. So tell me about our expression.
our expression. It is a noun phrase that gets its meaning by referring to an entity in the word.
Our expression gets its meaning by referring to an entity in the world.
Now, binding principle C talks about our expression. Binding principle C states that our expression must be free in its local domain. Our expression, in fact, must be free everywhere. That's what principle C states.
Binding principle C says that our expression must be free everywhere.
An anaphor is a noun phrase that gets its meaning obligatorily from another noun phrase in the sentence, right? Pronoun, the principle B states that pronouns must be free in their local domain. And principle A states about anaphors. Principle A states that.
So, anaphor. What's an anaphor? Well, an anaphor is anything which gets its meaning obligatorily from another noun phrase in the sentence. So its meaning comes obligatorily, necessarily from another noun phrase in the sentence. And about anaphors, well, binding principle A talks about it. It states that the anaphor must be bound in its local domain.
What are you doing? You can't even state principle A. Principle A states about anaphors. It says that the anaphors must be bound in their local domain. That's what principle A states. And about binding, well, A binds B if and only if A C commands B and A and B are co-indexed.
So, binding, the relation of binding. A binds B if and only if A, C commands B and A and B are co-indexed.
The conditions for binding are as follows. A should, in fact, certainly should. If A has to bind B, then it should C command B, and A and B should be co-indexed for certain. That is how binding works.
Okay, now tell me about X-bar theory. Why did it emerge? Why did X-bar theory emerge?
I'm going to tell you nothing. I just told you about the principle A because you keep on forgetting everything. So now you tell me about X-bar theory. Why did it emerge?
The X-bar theory, okay, I'm going to tell you, don't worry about it. So, X-bar theory emerged because there was no principal basis for naming a phrase. So it emerged because we had to name the phrases. And that is the reason, that is one of the reasons why X-bar emerged.
Why did X-bar theory emerge? There was no principled basis for naming phrases. So, X-bar theory, one of the reasons why it emerged was that there was a need to name the phrases.
The second reason why it emerged is that there was no distinction between adjunct and complement. So,
Adjunct versus complement. So if you look at phrase structure, grammar, or Paris Saint-Germain, the football club. So the adjunct versus complement distinction was not clear in the phrase, structure, grammar, right? Now, what expert does is that you can place a bar position and you can create a distinction between an adjunct and a complement. So one of the reasons why expert theory emerged was that theorists needed to distinguish adjunct from complement structurally.
It made a clear distinction between what is an adjunct, what is a complement. It made a very, very clear distinction, thus providing prominence to the nature of the verbs across languages. It could distinguish between adjunct and complement. The next reason is that there was no intermediate category between the phrasal and the lexical level. Remember this?
Yeah, I do remember it. There was no intermediate category between the phrasal and the lexical level and that is the reason why we could not tell apart the complement and the adjunct. So, expert theory, with the help of the expert theory, we could distinguish between the adjunct and complement, and because this space which it provides, the bar provides, this is why we can we can tell apart the complement from the adjunct. And well, there was no determiner level, no determiner phrase level, DP.
Also, there was another reason why expert theory emerged: naming of the phrases, adjunct versus complement distinction, and the third was lexical and phrasal level. The distinction between lexical and phrasal level. The incorrect option in the question paper is
I just can't stop crying on how stupid you are. I told you 100 times now.
determiner.
This is not one of the reasons why expert theory emerged, that there was no determiner phrase level. This is a stupid
Determiner phrase level. So expert theory did not emerge because we needed a determiner phrase level. That's an incorrect statement. That's an incorrect statement, remember.
This is the most stupidest thing I've heard in this entire session of conversation.
Most stupidest thing.
This is not one of the reasons. And well, to clarify, there was no intermediate category between the phrasal and lexical level. Is the reason, and that is the reason why we could tell apart complement from adjunct. So yeah. Now tell me about big pro. What is big pro? Plus pronominal minus anaphora or plus pronominal minus anaphora?
Well, big pro is plus pronominal minus anaphor, not minus anaphor.
Big pro. What is big pro? It is plus pronominal minus anaphor, not minus anaphora. That is not correct. It is rather minus anaphora.
So remember, minus anaphora, himself, herself, not anaphora. Now, tell me, Shaila's husband is a doctor and she is married. This sentence is unacceptable. Shaila's husband is a doctor and she is married. This sentence is unacceptable, and why is that? Why is this sentence unacceptable?
It lacks coherence. Shaila's husband is a doctor already means कि Shaila has a husband, and now if we say that she is married, तो ये मतलब लॉजिक ही नहीं है भाई, कोहिरेंस है ही नहीं इसमें, दोनों चीज़ों में, दोनों क्लॉजेस में. ये बताओ कि गुड मॉर्निंग, to establish words used to establish social contact between
So
interlocutors.
this is
So what is the kind of function that?
This is Shaila, and she has a husband who happens to be a medic. All right. So Shaila's husband is a doctor. You know, he deals in medicine. Shaila's husband is a doctor and she is married. She is married to whom? To his husband. Well, the first sentence is that Shaila's husband is a doctor, which entails that Shaila has a husband, but to explicitly state that in the second sentence, to say that Shaila's husband is a doctor and she is married is incorrect. And she is married is incorrect to say because it lacks coherence. The two sentences 1 and 2 do not cohere.